Good morning, everybody, and this is your Forex day trade setups for today, January the 11th. Nothing's really happened, to be honest. Yesterday we've got a grouping of our oscillators here to the upside, which is indicating overbought, and then we've got some selling up here, but we're not really dropping down, so we're not really getting below the low points of those bars. So looking at the hour, yesterday was a range day. Top and bottom, I gave you those levels yesterday. So as far as I'm concerned, this is still very much in play. I don't think we're going to move out of this range today, to be honest. We've only really got oil data coming out for the US today. So we're waiting for CPI, and CPI is tomorrow, which would then influence the dollar. So at the moment, I am sit on hands. We're going to need to see a clear break of either 107.533 to the upside or 107.128 to the downside. And even a break to the downside, I'd want to see retest and structure, because we do have well, it's not confirmed, but we're in an uptrend, so confirmed would be a retest of the 155 for me. So that's kind of the view here, is sit on hands and wait for this one. It doesn't look like we're going anywhere. Moving on to US dollar Japanese yen. This week has been range. We do have a crossover here of our oscillators, and separate a little bit. So I suspect we are probably coming back up, and we'll see on the hour whether there is merit for a trade here. But we are in a downward trend, so just remember that. So whatever move up we take is going to be a scalp. And you can see we were in amongst all the moving averages yesterday. No real trade yesterday. And I'll be a little bit skeptical of a move to the upside as well. I'm going to want to see price move up and come back to where we are now before I even consider that. So I'm going to want to see move up, which will probably reject one of these levels, come back down, test this for another move up, but that's probably going to take all day. So I think for the US dollar, sit on hands, not really interested in that. We'll wait for tomorrow to see what happens there. Moving on to British pound Japanese yen, we had this structure here forming of range bars, all sorts of chaos in between the moving averages, oscillators grouping to the upside. So we were looking for a rejection here, but unfortunately your rejection is going to be below 162.07. So looking at the hour, we're in an upward trend. So what you're looking for here is a break of the range, but again we are sideways. So we are obviously waiting for data here. Now at the moment you've got earnings season kicking off, so there's a lot of British results coming out as well. So that could be what we're waiting for here. I'm really not interested. This is not a confirmed pullback onto structure for me, this 162.07. I'd be more interested to see if we break through this and retest it for a move to the downside. That's the way I would look at it. I'm not really looking for a break to the upside to test these levels just yet. I think we're probably just going to muck around in a range until we get direction from the data. Lastly, Euro British Pound, and exactly the same kind of scenario here. Two range bars yesterday. Looks like a bit of a triangle. We'll see now. No triangle, just chaos. So that's barbed wire. Tells the upside, tells the downside. Complete confusion. Nobody knows what the hell's going on. And what that means for me is sit back, grab a cup of coffee, grab a cool drink, go lie by the pool. Let the algorithms figure out which way we're going to go. Once they pick the direction, then we can hop on that direction and move up. So I'm afraid Forex for me today and probably tomorrow is going to be very muted until the CPI data comes out in the US, and then we'll have a look to see what's going to transpire. But for me right now, this is all range bound. It's all confusion. Nobody knows what's going on, and I'm not going to try and second guess it. So until we start breaking through some decent structure and coming back and finding support at decent structure, and end this above and below moving average chaos on the hour, I am sitting quietly, actually sitting on my hands quietly, and keeping my money in my pocket. It earns a bit more interest there than trying to put it at risk in the markets. Anyway, hope that helps, and we'll catch up with you tomorrow morning. Cheers for now.